Hello children, welcome you in bio class. Now today I am going to teach you pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is a small red grey pea-shaped gland. It is attached to the hypothalamus of brain by a stalk like structure called infundibulum. The pituitary gland consists of three parts. The three parts of the pituitary glands are there. These three parts of the pituitary gland. One is this anterior lobe. This is called anterior lobe of pituitary gland. And in the middle of it there is intermediate lobe of the pituitary gland, and this portion is called posterior lobe of pituitary gland. This anterior lobe of pituitary gland is derived from the ectodermal glandular diverticulum. Anterior lobe of the pituitary gland secretes hormones. The hormones secreted by anterior lobes of the pituitary gland are growth hormones or somatotropic hormone, prolactin hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone. Children, if you see the structure of the anterior pituitary, it is the largest portion. 75% of the pituitary gland is anterior lobe, and hormones which are secreted by these glands, these anterior lobe of pituitary gland, stimulate certain other endocrine glands. Growth hormones, that is somatotropic hormone, it stimulates the growth of bone and soft tissue of the body. So growth hormones enhance metabolic processes. It increases protein anabolism. It influences the growth of the lung bones of the body. But when there is insufficient secretion of growth hormone, or that is hyposecretion of growth hormone, then it causes dwarfism. Hyposecretion of growth hormone during childhood produces dwarfs, and when there is hypersecretion of growth hormone, so there are two diseases, gigantism and acromegaly. Hypersecretion of growth hormone during childhood produces long, healthy and giant sized persons. Hyposecretion of growth hormone in adult produces disproportionate giant, that is called acromegaly. These have ugly face due to growth and thickness of the facial bone, long jaw, protruding forehead. So this condition is called acromegaly. Now next is prolactin hormone. Prolactin hormone stimulate the mammary glands to secrete milk after the birth of the baby. It also helps to maintain corpus luteum after ovulation. Therefore, it is also known as luteotropic hormone. Next is thyroid stimulating hormone, that is TSH. This hormone stimulates thyroid glands to secrete thyroxine. Thyroxine secreted by thyroid gland. Secretion of thyroxine from thyroid is stimulated by this thyroid stimulating hormone. Next is adrenocorticotropic hormone. This hormone promotes and maintains growth and development of adrenal cortex. It stimulates the secretion of hormones from adrenal cortex. Next is follicle stimulating hormone. This hormone stimulates ovarian follicles. Then ovarian follicles start to grow. It also stimulates the follicle cells to secrete hormone estrogen or oestrogen. In male, follicle stimulating hormone help in the development of seminiferous tubules and spermatogenesis. Next is luteinizing hormone, LH. Luteinizing hormones helps in the process of ovulation. From the Graafian follicles and formation of corpus luteum. The remnants of the Graafian follicles is converted into yellow mass. That yellow mass is called corpus luteum. So formation of corpus luteum is by luteinizing hormones. Then corpus luteum will secrete progesterone and estrogen hormones. So I told about the hormones which are secreted by anterior lobes of the pituitary gland. The hormones secreted by anterior lobes of the pituitary glands we can divide to two groups. One is growth hormone and other is tropic hormones. Growth hormone, that is somatotropic hormone, it promotes the growth of the whole body. But you have to learn deficiency of this hormone causes dwarfism, and oversecretion of this hormone causes gigantism in childhood and acromegaly in adult. Next is tropic hormone. Tropic hormones stimulate other endocrine glands. In that, thyroid stimulating hormones, adrenocorticotropic hormones, and gonadotropic hormones. Thyroid stimulating hormones stimulate the thyroid gland for the secretion of thyroxine. Adrenocorticotropic hormones stimulate the adrenal cortex for the secretion of cortisone hormones or cortical hormones. Gonadotropic hormones regulate the activities of gonads, testes and ovaries. Gonadotropic hormones are three follicle stimulating hormones that stimulate the formation of development of egg in the follicles. Luteinizing hormones stimulate the formation of corpus luteum and prolactin hormones stimulate the secretion of milk after the birth of the baby. Now next is intermediate. So in between the anterior lobe and posterior lobe, there is very thin intermediate lobe, and this intermediate lobe secretes one hormone that is called melanocyte stimulating hormones. This hormone controls the distribution of pigment in the skin. So in the skin, melanin pigment is present, which is responsible for coloration of skin. Their secretion is and distribution is controlled by melanocyte stimulating hormone. This hormone secreted by an intermediate lobe of pituitary gland. Now next is this posterior lobe of pituitary gland. So this posterior lobe of the pituitary glands secretes two hormones. One is antidiuretic hormone, that is ADH. It is also known as vasopressin hormones. And second is oxytocin hormones. So these two hormones are released by posterior lobe of pituitary glands. Antidiuretic hormones prevents the formation of large amount of urine. It stimulates the absorption of water, and if there is deficiency of antidiuretic hormones, water absorption not taking place, and large quantity of urine is formed, urination becomes frequent, and persons are suffering from a disease that is called diabetes insipidus. Diabetes insipidus is also called water diabetes. So water diabetes or diabetes insipidus is due to antidiuretic hormone. This hormone secreted by posterior lobe of pituitary gland, and this hormone stimulates the secretion, absorption of water from the urine. Next is oxytocin hormones. Oxytocin hormones perform two functions. One is it stimulates powerful contraction in the uterus during the childbirth. Second is it also causes milk ejection from lactating breast. So it will help in the birth of the baby by producing powerful contraction in the wall of the uterus at the time of the childbirth, and it will help in milk ejection. So children, I told here about the pituitary gland. I told pituitary gland is present in the brain. It is P-shaped in structure. It is called master gland of the body because it controls rest all the endocrine glands of the body. Pituitary gland has three lobes: anterior lobe, intermediate lobe, and posterior lobe. So anterior lobe of pituitary glands produce somatotropic hormone or growth hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropin hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, prolactin hormone, luteinizing hormone, and intermediate lobe of pituitary gland secretes melanocyte stimulating hormone, posterior lobe of pituitary gland secretes antidiuretic hormones and oxytocin hormones. So you have to learn the hormones which are secreted by different lobe of the pituitary glands and their function.